36 million? Don't make me laugh. My brother's voice slithered through the stairwell, every word soaked in toxic envy as it bounced off the walls of the house I paid for. He lounged against the railing like he owned the place, arms crossed, a lazy smirk planted on his face, like every step I climbed toward my own success was some personal insult carved into his ego. My name is Riley Hart. I'm 29, and the night everything shattered began with a deal worth $36 million in the foolish hope that my family would finally see me as something more than the disappointment they'd spent years shaping me into. I walked into the house expecting congratulations, maybe even pride. But instead, I found my brother Damon leaning casually against the staircase with that familiar smirk, the one that always made me feel like my existence offended him. 36 million? He sneered. You didn't climb anything, Riley. You just bought your own fall. I opened my mouth to respond, but his hand tightened on my shoulder, and in one brutal push, the world tipped. The wooden steps hammered into my ribs, my spine, my skull, and then everything slipped into darkness. When I woke, the hospital lights above me flickered like dying stars, the machines beside me beeping steadily as if reminding me I was still alive. My chest burned with every breath, but nothing hurt more than my father's voice slicing through the haze as he stood at the foot of my bed. You deserved it, Leonard said coldly. Maybe now you'll remember your place. Days blurred together, nurses coming and going, and I found myself wishing for anyone but the people who finally walked through the door, my parents and Damon, laughing, mocking, circling me like vultures waiting for their meal to stop twitching. Their cruelty felt rehearsed, as if hurting me had always been a family tradition. My mother, Evelyn, giggled behind her hand. Damon called me dramatic. Leonard accused me of flaunting my success. I turned my head away, wishing the room would swallow me whole. And that's when the door opened and the temperature changed. Marcus Hale stepped inside with a quiet authority that made every face in the room drain of color. My mentor, my lawyer, my protector, the man my family had sworn they'd forced out of my life. Damon stuttered. You're supposed to be gone. But Marcus only smiled, a blade disguised as warmth. You think burying the truth means it dies, he said. But Riley doesn't stay buried. She rises. He placed a thick folder on my bedside tray, pages spilling out like confessions. Bank records, property deeds, forged signatures, missing funds. Everything they stole from me, everything they hid, everything I was never meant to discover. My mother gasped, my father stiffened, Damon's bravado cracked. As I flipped through the pages with trembling hands, I realized the truth I had swallowed for years. Every hardship I believed was fate had actually been their greed. My college fund stolen, my accounts drained, properties taken in my name when I was too young to understand. My childhood of hunger and overwork wasn't poverty, it was theft. You did this to me? I whispered. My father lifted his chin. You wouldn't have anything without us. Marcus leaned forward. She has everything despite you. Leonard exploded, furious, slamming his fist against the wall, shouting that I'd never survive without them. My mother softened her voice, begging me not to let outsiders poison me, pretending they had ever protected me. Damon threatened to ruin my name, to destroy my career, but Marcus calmly placed another set of documents before him. Damon's debts, loan sharks, illegal transfers, proof that my earnings had been used to clean up his messes for years. Damon paled like someone had snuffed out the lights inside him. I felt something shift inside me, a quiet awakening. You taught me manipulation, I said softly. I just learned it better. Marcus added one final envelope, a recorder filled with their own voices, their cruelty, their admissions, their laughter. Leonard's cold line, she deserved it. Evelyn agreeing, Damon mocking. As they listened, their expressions collapsed into the horror of hearing their own truth used against them. Marcus straightened. By tomorrow, injunctions will be filed. Accounts frozen, properties returned. The law will protect her now. My father stepped forward, desperation cracking through his voice. Riley, don't do this. You'll destroy us. I met his eyes without fear. You destroyed yourselves the moment you decided I was expendable. Evelyn reached for my hand, crying, begging, but I pulled away. Damon tried one last threat, telling me the world would chew me up, that I'd come crawling back. I smiled. I'm done crawling. As Marcus helped me sit up, every bruise screamed, but my spirit finally felt weightless. I looked at the three people who had spent my entire life convincing me I was powerless, and for the first time, they were the ones afraid of me. Goodbye, I whispered, the word tasting like freedom. And as Marcus guided me out of that sterile room, past the blinking monitors and the family who had never really been mine, I understood something with absolute clarity. They had taken my past, but they would never touch my future. They hadn't pushed me down the stairs to break me. They had pushed me into becoming unstoppable,